Biblical Success Coach, and today I'm going to be talking in this daily wisdom section about how to go from overwhelm to abundance and how to 10x your income with ease. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, like this, share this, also subscribe to our YouTube because we put this and a whole bunch of other cool things on our replay as well too, so you can view that and help your businesses grow. So if you would like to 10x your income, like to 10x your business results, I'd love for you to comment a 10 below. And I want to talk about this idea and submit something. I want to challenge you today on this. We run an online business, and we just had an incredible kickoff launch to an event. And in the beginning of our year, we were working with a group where when we do things over Zoom and virtually, we had maybe like 20 people on the line. So it was a cool business, but it was at that place. So we had around 20 people on the line. In the beginning of the month of this campaign, around 4 weeks ago, we submitted this idea to the team of why can't we have quantum leaps? So we started throwing this idea out there. And you know what ended up happening? In a matter of just 4 weeks, we went from 20 people on the line to 100 people on the line this past Saturday. And the crazy part was this, is it was less work than any of us had actually anticipated. It was easier to do, and we ended up with 5x the results. Now, it wasn't 10x, but that's the next goal as well too. So if you would like to have 10x your income, if you would like to have 10x your business results with more ease, I'm going to submit to you today on exactly how to do it. I'm going to challenge you on this. It's actually easier to make a lot of money in a short amount of time than it is to make a little bit in a long amount of time. Huh? How does that work? Right? Put a 10 if that sounds like something in the comments. Put a 10 if that sounds like something that you would like to be able to grasp. And the first thing is this, is you have to actually just accept that it's possible. You know, Les Brown said the reason why most of us fail in life in terms of our capacity, in terms of our potential, is not because we aim too high and we hit. It's because we aim way too low and we hit that, right? We aim too high and we miss, and we aim too low and we hit. So the goal, the reason why most of us don't even succeed is that we don't even dare to even allow ourselves to dream. I was chatting with a coaching group, and we just had this victory, and I asked, all right, so we have 100 now. What's the next step? Where should we go? And you know what's so interesting is the common answer was, let's double. And that sounds nice, right? To double, that sounds nice. You know what's interesting statistically? Most of us can only fathom 2 times the results that we're getting right now. So let's say in your business, you're making $5,000 a month. The most that we can fathom is making $10,000 a month, right? So most of us can only think about that. You know why? We are thinking with only our sensory factors. We're only thinking in terms of logic. And this is what holds most of us back. We've talked about the different types of goals to have, right? Most of us set goals that we can logically only think about. And what happens is because we set goals that are way too small, they're actually harder to hit. Why? Because it doesn't force you to be anyone different. You see, most of us think that we can only make a little bit more than what it is that we're experiencing right now. We can only have a little bit more results than what it is that we're having right now, because we are only thinking with the existing paradigms, the existing habits, the only existing ways that we've done things before. So if you and your business are doing things a certain way and you're earning X amount, you're getting X amount of results, typically what we think, and this is what we're trained and conditioned to think in this world, that we must work harder to get more results. But does it have to be that way? I want to challenge the ways that we think, because most of us have been born and bred to think with a job mindset. that it's about hustling more. It's about grinding more. It's about putting in more hours. We trade time for money. And if you think that way, then yes, it is true. We can't make that much more than what it is we're currently experiencing. But if you want to 10x your income with more ease, it's not about working harder. So what we need to do is we need to first even allow ourselves, what's going on? We need to allow ourselves to even consider that it's possible to 10x your income. And then we need to challenge the other paradigm that comes up that, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much work. Isn't that the first thing that comes up when I think about 10xing? So as we had this goal get hit, I started thinking we're going to 10x this the next month, right? That's the mission now. And I have to challenge my thoughts, which is, oh, it's going to be a lot more work. Oh, it's going to be a lot more hustle, right? Do you feel that way? Like if you even think about 10xing your results, does it come up to you where it's like, that's going to take a lot of energy. That's going to take a lot of work, right? We have to challenge that. Because if you want to 10x your results with more ease, then what it's going to take is not more work. What it's going to take is more creativity. It's going to challenge you to become someone that you've never been before. It's going to challenge you to think about strategies you never had before. It's going to challenge you to become more strategic. It's going to challenge you to become a better leader. It's going to challenge you to bring more of who God designed you to be and start to come up with a lot of different types of ideas. But we first need to even accept the fact that it's even possible. So this last month, our team, we challenged to do that. And you know what happened is we came up with a new idea of how to do our business. And it's a lot easier. It was a lot simpler. It's a lot more fun. And the results came a lot better. We didn't get 10x, but we got 5x. Not bad. Hey, I'd rather shoot high and miss at a higher target than shoot low and hit that. Does that make sense? So this next month, I just want to challenge you. Start accepting the fact that it's possible even to 10x your results right now. And what's going to happen is you're going to go from this state of overwhelm to abundance. You're going to go from this stage of, why are we overwhelmed? Because you know what's overwhelming, especially in business, is if we're setting goals that are so small and we're hustling so hard to get that small goal, it becomes overwhelming, becomes frustrating because, to be honest, the payoff is not big enough. It's not worth it. But if you allow yourself to even think about a bigger goal, if you allow yourself to think about a bigger mindset, a bigger target, then what starts to happen is you get really excited. What starts to happen is your anticipation goes bigger. What starts to happen is you challenge yourself to grow even more to the next level. And that becomes worthwhile. And you shift yourself from a state of overwhelm to a state of abundance, because that's how we were designed to be. If we are vessels for God's overflow, and God is an unlimited God, then if we allow ourselves to think not with our own thoughts, but with how he thinks about things, his thoughts are not our thoughts, his ways are not our ways, then why are we limiting who God can be with our limited thinking? Why not allow him to work through you in a magnificent way, in a glorious way? Now I'll just end it with this. My pastor said this: let the size of your God determine the size of your goals. And I thought about that. I'm like, why am I thinking so small? You know, I'm thinking so small. I'm trying to be God in my life. I'm trying to control everything. But why don't we just dare to dream bigger and dare so big that the only way that we're going to be able to achieve the things that we actually want is that God shows up in a powerful way. So I submit the number of 10xing, because that sounds like a big enough God goal right there. So allow yourself to even think about that and challenge your weight and challenge your thinking to think that it's not going to be as hard. It's going to come with ease, and just imagine and just start to think and just start to embrace the type of path and thoughts that are going to come. So I hope this was interesting. I hope you accept this challenge. If you do, comment a 10 in the chat once again, because as you start to accept that idea, the paradigm then starts to change. But if you don't accept that idea, then it's never going to change. But I'm telling you, it's such a much better way to live out life, and such a much more fun way to be able to go towards your goals. So if that did impact you, like this, share this, subscribe to our YouTube for this and a lot more. I'm committed to you. If you continue to plug in on these daily wisdoms, then we will show you ways to be able to experience the most incredible things. I want to help you 10x your results. I want to help you do it with more ease. All right. And if you like this type of content, then you're going to love, I also have a video I love to share with you. It goes a lot more into concepts about how to do this, how to achieve quantum leaps in your life. If you like that free video, then comment the word success on my Facebook or YouTube. If you're not on there, be sure to share this and everything. Okay. On that, cheers to your results. Let's crush this and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.